Every autumn, green forests transform into enormous displays of yellow, orange, red, purple, and brown. From a distance, it can look as if the trees have been painted. The real process is more remarkable. A leaf is not simply changing its decoration. It is being carefully dismantled. For months, each leaf has operated as a solar-powered factory. Then, as the growing season ends, the tree begins shutting that factory down, recovering valuable materials and preparing to survive conditions in which broad, delicate leaves would become a liability. The colors we see are the visible stages of that shutdown. Some pigments were inside the leaf throughout summer. Others are manufactured during the final weeks of the leaf's life. To understand the transformation, we have to begin when the leaf is still green. During spring and summer, broad leaves capture sunlight and use its energy during photosynthesis. Inside their cells are structures called chloroplasts, which contain chlorophyll. Chlorophyll absorbs light especially well in the red and blue portions of the visible spectrum. Green wavelengths are less strongly absorbed, so more green light is reflected or transmitted. That is why a healthy summer canopy appears green. Chlorophyll is not permanent. Its molecules are continually damaged, broken down, and replaced while a leaf is active. A tree must invest energy and nutrients, including nitrogen, to maintain this photosynthetic machinery. During the growing season, that investment is worthwhile because the leaf helps produce sugars from carbon dioxide and water. But seasonal conditions do not remain favorable. In temperate regions, autumn brings shorter days and generally lower temperatures. Day length provides trees with a dependable seasonal signal. Weather can vary dramatically from year to year, but the annual shortening of daylight follows a predictable pattern. In many deciduous trees, these signals help initiate leaf senescence. Senescence is not merely the uncontrolled death of a leaf. It is a coordinated process in which the leaf's internal machinery is taken apart. Useful compounds are broken down, and nutrients are transported back into branches, stems, and roots, where they can be stored and used again. One of the most visible steps is the loss of chlorophyll. As chlorophyll production and maintenance decline, existing chlorophyll is dismantled. The strong green color begins to fade. This does not mean that every autumn color suddenly appears from nothing. Green chlorophyll had been masking other pigments that were already present. Among those pigments are carotenoids. They absorb light in different parts of the spectrum and appear yellow or orange to us. Carotenoids assist leaves during the growing season by collecting light and helping protect photosynthetic systems from excess energy. They are present while the leaf is green, but the more abundant chlorophyll usually overwhelms their color. When chlorophyll disappears more rapidly than the carotenoids, the hidden yellows and oranges become visible. This is why leaves of trees such as birches and aspens can appear to reveal a color that had been waiting beneath the green. The yellow was not painted onto the leaf by cold air. It was part of the working leaf before autumn began. The story of red leaves is different. In many species, red and purple colors come mainly from pigments called anthocyanins. Unlike the carotenoids revealed by chlorophyll loss, substantial amounts of anthocyanins are often produced in the leaf during senescence. Sugars inside the leaf provide material for this pigment production. Light and temperature can influence the process, which is one reason autumn color varies between locations, individual trees, different parts of one tree, and different years. Bright, sunny days can support sugar production, while cool nights can slow the movement of sugars out of leaves. Under suitable conditions, more sugar remains available in the leaf and anthocyanin production may increase. Sun-exposed leaves can consequently become redder than shaded leaves on the same tree. Cool is important here, but a hard frost is not required to begin the autumn display. Leaves can start changing well before the first frost. Anthocyanins absorb blue-green light and make leaves appear red or purple. Their precise function during autumn is still an area of scientific investigation, and no single explanation covers every species. Evidence from some plants supports the idea that anthocyanins act as a temporary light screen. A senescing leaf faces an unusual problem. It is dismantling the very systems that normally handle incoming solar energy, yet sunlight continues to strike it. Excess light can contribute to cellular damage, particularly on bright days when low temperatures limit biochemical activity. A layer of red pigment can reduce some of the light reaching the remaining chloroplasts. That protection may give the leaf more time to recover nutrients before it is discarded. Experiments with red osier dogwood found evidence consistent with anthocyanins reducing light-related stress in senescing leaves. Other proposed benefits and evolutionary explanations remain under study, so red coloration should not be described as having one universally proven purpose. The final color depends on mixtures. A leaf retaining some chlorophyll while producing anthocyanins may look dark red, purplish, or brownish. Anthocyanins combined with visible carotenoids can produce orange shades. The pigment amounts can differ across the surface, creating green centers, red edges, yellow areas, or patterns following the veins. Species also follow different chemical programs. Many birches and aspens are known for yellow foliage. Maples can display yellow, orange, scarlet, or combinations of all three. Some oaks retain leaves that become red, russet, or brown. These differences reflect genetics as well as the leaf's condition and environment. Brown often becomes prominent during the later stages of senescence as cells die and pigments are altered or combined with other compounds. Tannins and the products of chemical reactions in aging tissue can contribute to dull brown shades. A brown leaf is therefore not simply a red or yellow leaf with less sunlight. It represents a different balance of pigments and a later stage of tissue breakdown. Weather changes the timing and intensity of the display, but it does not operate like a single color switch. A warm autumn may delay parts of senescence. Drought can stress trees and cause early coloration or premature leaf loss. Strong wind, heavy rain, sudden freezing, or snow can remove leaves before a display reaches its expected peak. This explains why predicting peak color is difficult. Trees do not all respond at the same speed, even within one forest. Species differ, elevations differ, slopes receive different amounts of sunlight, and individual trees experience different soil moisture and health conditions. A hillside becomes colorful through millions of overlapping biological schedules. Eventually, the tree must release the leaf. Near the point where the leaf stalk joins the twig, a separation zone develops. Connections that carried water, sugars, and nutrients are gradually restricted. As this attachment weakens, wind or the leaf's own weight can pull it free. The exposed point on the twig is sealed, helping protect the branch after the leaf falls. Dropping broad leaves helps a deciduous tree enter winter with less surface area exposed to water loss, ice, snow, and physical damage. The strategy has a cost. The tree must construct a new canopy the following spring. Recovering nutrients before leaf fall reduces part of that cost. The fallen leaf still has work to do. On the forest floor, fungi, bacteria, and small animals begin breaking it apart. Some of its remaining nutrients return to the soil and become part of the forest's nutrient cycle. Layers of leaf litter also affect moisture, temperature, habitat, and the physical surface of the ground. Not every tree follows this exact seasonal strategy. Many evergreen conifers retain needles for more than 1 year. Their needles are generally smaller and have features that reduce water loss, although evergreens also shed older foliage over time. There are even deciduous conifers, such as larches and tamaracks, whose needles turn yellow and fall. Deciduous does not mean broad-leaved, and evergreen does not mean that no leaves are ever lost. What we call fall color is therefore not one event. It is a sequence. Seasonal signals arrive, photosynthesis winds down, chlorophyll is dismantled, nutrients are recovered, existing pigments are revealed, new pigments may be produced, and the connection between leaf and tree is finally closed. The spectacle is beautiful because the process is orderly. Yellow can reveal machinery that was present throughout summer. Red can mark a pigment built during the leaf's final days. Brown can signal the later chemistry of aging tissue. Every color records a different part of the same transition. A forest in autumn is not simply dying. Its trees are sorting, recycling, sealing, and preparing. The leaves create one final display because the hidden chemistry of survival has briefly become visible from miles away.